There we go. Hello everybody. This is Crew. Let's just see if you can hear me. See if you can. Just checking here. Yeah. Okay, everything's good. Okay, this is Crew. It's been about 2 months since the last stream, so sorry for that. Only bad excuse is that, well, there's been a baby, so I'm now the proud father of 5 instead of 4, which also means that I had to drop getting my couple 3 orcs into playoffs, which was actually a shame. But on the bright side, these guys made it to the final of ICCB on Gold, where they face High Elves. No, that's High Elves. Silence and Rest. So that would be a fun. The only rational position is to nuke them. Jesus. Okay. Well, that would be a fun final. You'll have Eldril, a wizard, and all kinds of shit, and I'll just have a better team. I hope the better team just murders the shit out of these elves. That's Rebel. And some scary dwarves that can't be bothered to play the game. That's that league probably. That's the IR League. Results wise shit, but team development wise great. If only that was a perpetual league. That's clan, that's done. That's just ladder for fun. And here we are. Okay, so on to business. This is Silkeborg Rebel. It's not season 15, now it's season 17, but who gives a shit anymore. It's season something. It's the summer of 24, and we are off to a new season. And for those viewing who don't know how this league works in the sense that you play each opponent twice, once in the first part of the season and once in the second part of the season. This year we have 13 teams, so you play 12 games in the first part of the season and 12 games in the second part of the season. So we're playing 24 games here, and then there's playoffs. And after the 24 games, the top 8 qualify for playoffs and go into the quarterfinals. The winners from there go into the semifinals, and the winner goes into the final. So 24 plus 3 games. If you go to the final, that's 27 games in total if you go all the way. I've been so lucky to dice my way to victory 3 times in a row in this league. First with humans, then with Kislev, and latest with disgusting dwarves. Sorry everyone. The rationale here is that you don't get to choose your team. You sort of get to choose your team because if you don't qualify for playoffs in the previous season, then you start the draw when you draw teams. There's 24 teams in Blood Bowl 2, so you just draw them out of a hat and you draw 4 teams, and you can redraw all stunty teams and vampire, and you draw 4 teams and you just pick one of them, but you have to pick one of them. And everyone that didn't qualify for playoffs and everyone that's new gets to do that. Then and no one can play the same race. So once chaos is taken, then chaos is taken. Then you go to the coaches who qualified for playoffs, who made it to the quarterfinal but not to the semi. They draw 3 teams that they can play, and they choose one of the 3. Then you go to the 2 players who made it to the semi-finals but not to the finals, they get to draw 2 teams and choose one of them. And then you go to the 2 coaches who made it to the final. They draw 1 team and they have to play it unless it's Stunty or it's Vampire, and then they can redraw. So that's the meta. So you get to, and you can't play a race that you've played in the past 3 seasons. Then you also have to redraw. So that's the meta. It's quite fun because it forces you to play some teams that you would otherwise not play, and it forces you to learn new races and to play a bunch of games. You actually have to play in this season 24 games at least. So you get to know whatever shit you drew out of the hat. So in this video, I'm just going to go through the teams and see the builds and talk a little bit about what I think they should focus on in terms of development, because it doesn't matter. Well, as long as you're in the top 8, then you qualify for playoffs, and then number 8 plays number 1, number 2 plays number 7, number 3 plays number 6, number 4 plays number 5. So your position, your rank between the 8 actually matters in terms of which opponent you play for the quarterfinal. But as long as you qualify, then usually it doesn't really matter that much. You can actually, if you're number 1 and number 2, you can see who am I facing in the quarterfinals for 7 or 8, and actually it starts to think maybe I'm better off losing the last game, because then I'll be number 2 and I get to play number 7, but I don't want to play number 8 or stuff like that. So let's jump right into it. First team is Circus Freaks United Incorporated, coached by Ursus Rex. He made it to, I think, the semi-final last season. His team slogan is Hop 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 Hey, so the jump hey. And his build is 3 rerolls, no Apple, 3 blitzers, 2 catchers, a bunch of linemen, and no bear. And I think it's a solid build. I would have considered going only 1 catcher, but I think actually when I played the season I played Kislev, I started this place as well. Kislev is just so fucking expensive. It's unbelievable how expensive they are. You get no skills whatsoever, and these are 110k per piece, and they don't even have fucking block. You need to get these guys to block as soon as possible. You need to get these guys to dodge and dodge as soon as possible, and then this is just wrestle tackle. These are sackers until these get more developed. Yeah. Kislev are tough, especially in the beginning. God, I hate Kislev. I won with them, but God, I hate them. And speaking of tough in the beginning, here we have Mechanic Mike and Grandpa's Boys, Mergle. So we have 1 Pestigore, we have 3 Nurgle Warriors, a bunch of Rotters, and in the bottom we have Mr. Wiggles, the Beast of Nurgle. 3 rerolls, and of course no Apple because it's Nurgle, they have regen, except these fuckers. They have decay instead. And you know, it's either taking the 4th warrior and going to 2 rerolls, or it's 3 rerolls and saving up for the final warrior. I think usually when I play Nurgle, and I haven't played that much Nurgle, but when I play Nurgle, I actually go 2 rerolls and the 4th warrior, because you just from the crew, I'm on the team. I'm a rotter. Nurgle are just so fucking rough. It's the roughest team to have in the beginning, because they're just so shit. We've run this league for down to 9 or 10 players. This season we have 13 players. So he gets to play 24 games, and in 24 games you can make Nurgle semi-good. You can't make them really, really fucking scary, but you can make them semi-good. So he needs to, you know, focus on getting points on the Pestigore, focus on getting points on the Warriors. The Beast, once it gets guard, it's fine. Guard, and then who gives a shit. If it gets any more, fine. If it stand firm, and if it's double, then it's blocked. But just the first 6, then it's guard, then it's fine. The Warriors and the Pestigores then need to go. If you're playing proper, you go block, guard on these guys, and then probably Mighty Blow Claw, and then block on the Pestigore, because you need kill skills right from the beginning. Or you go kill skills on the Warriors first, you go Mighty Blow first on the Warriors. With 3 rerolls, I'd probably go Mighty Blow first, but you know, I'm a banger, so yeah. Nurgle rough. Mechanic Mike, we feel for you. In the first 5 games, you're going to be frustrated. That's just the Nurgle way. Then we have the Chaos way. The Black Swans, the Swordesvena. And that's just to piss me off, because this is Buddy Lars. He's also an admin, and there was a documentary in Denmark that aired last week called The Black Swans, or The Black Swan. And one of the professions that got some deserved bad rep was lawyers. And I'm a lawyer, so last this just pissed me off. Yeah. Yeah, and the lawyers even a chaos warrior on the team. So, thanks for that, Lars. So 3 rerolls, 4 warriors, 7 beastmen, standard build. Not that much to say about it. They're all named after participants in the documentary. So this is an insider. This is a biker. This is another lawyer that's also a criminal. This is a criminal. They're all fucking criminals. Yeah, what does he need to do? He needs to just, you know, he needs to put points on the warriors, and he needs to develop a ball carrier and a couple of killers, and maybe a sacker. The only question here is same as the Miracle, do you go block on the warriors first, because that will save you a lot of 1-in-9s where you'll start swearing and spend your rerolls, or do you go Mighty Blow first, because you have 24 games and then that's it, then this team needs to be developed, and 24 games for Chaos. It's better than Nurgle, but it's still rough. So I think I go Mighty Blow on maybe 2, and then block guard on 2, and then Mighty Blow Claw piling on 2 goes to develop at least 2 killers, because you probably lose one of them. We have Miracle Mouse, coached by the Goblin. It ain't over till the fat rat sings, ain't that the truth? He's gone for very safe line of build. He's got no rover, but he has 3 rerolls, an Apo, 2 storm vermin, the 4 gutters, the thrower, and the 4 linemen. So no bench, but an Apo and 3 rerolls. So this is, I'm not a good rat coach. I'm not a rat coach actually, but this seems like a sensible build for a league. Just save up and then buy the red ogre once you have the money. And here, you know, these guys, Mighty Blow, and then pray they roll a double so you can get claw on them, because then they get really, then scared and become dangerous to everyone else as well. Until these guys get claw, it's just gives a shit. And the gutters just need to roll well everything, and they get disgustingly Please don't roll a 10 because naturally one turn is just fucking annoying. Then we have John, who chose to play goblins. Dirty trigger holes. It's all about the body count. And this team is not built to win. This team is just built to fucking murder. And 3 rerolls, no apple, two throws, the chainsaw, the bombardier, the fanatic, and a shitload of goblins. And I guarantee you he will foul you every fucking chance he gets. He will foul and foul and foul. He'll foul you with the fucking ball carrier if he has to. Because that's how he rolls. It's very fun unless it's your star player getting the boot. In terms of team development, I don't know what it's fucking companies. You just block on these if you can get it. Maybe DP on this if you can get it. Bombardier. Maybe Hail Mary Pass. I've seen that. Hail Mary Pass on Bombardier could be fun. Fanatic, Mighty Blow. Everyone else just third player, probably. DP or block or whatever. Then we have Dromo, who's playing Undeads. Dromo's a solid coach. 3 rerolls. There's no apple, there's a necromancer instead. 2 mummies, 2 whites, 2 ghouls, and zombies. Standard build. Yeah. Undeads are just really, really strong. Right out of the gate, team value 1000, Undeads are one of the strongest teams there is, if not the strongest. Because you have movement, you have 2 mighty blow right from the get-go that can 3 dice and 2 assists. And these guys can just bang you out on the first game. So I'm not hoping to run into these guys anytime soon until I get some development. And what do you do for development if you're undead? You get guard on these guys unless you roll a double, then you get block. These guys probably go mighty blow on one, guard on the other. If you're a banger like me, you go mighty blow on both. If you're really conservative and playing really sensibly, then you go guard on both. These probably sure hands block on a ball carrier, and the other one goes maybe wrestle tackle, maybe block, depending on how many ghouls you want to run with. The problem with undeads is that if you start running 4 ghouls and you have all the other positionals, then if you take these 2 out, then you have 3 zombies and everyone else is a positional, and you start to have trouble protecting your ghouls because you don't have enough shit zombies to put in front. And then your ghouls get murdered by tackle mighty blow. So I think it's a trade-off. Maybe you go someone. When I've played undeads, I've usually stopped after 3 ghouls because the 4th ghoul it just becomes bloaty and it gets hard to protect. And I'd rather just have DP zombies just fouling the shit out of everyone. But that's me. Next up we have the Hard Garnet Heliums, coached by Sklet, which is Dark Elves, move. And 3 rerolls, no apple, 4 blitzers, a runner, and 6 linemen, no witch. I guess for Dark Elves it's always the trade-off. Do you want to go witch and 3 blitzers, or do you want to go 4 blitzers? I personally prefer the witch and 3 blitzers, but the 4 blitzers build is perfectly fine as well. But that's because I like to surf shit. and the witch gives you that. Uh, she is a liability until she gets blocked, but you know, after the first game, if you're lucky, then she has block after the first game, or at least after the second, if you prioritize getting points on her. In terms of team development, dodge on the blitzers, so they're blocked. What you do from there depends on what you roll. Stat ups are great on these guys. Movement is great. Strength is obviously great. Agility is obviously great. Um, the runner, I'm not a fan of the runner, but you know, it's dumb off. It's crap. But it is movement 7, and you need movement on the team. So the problem with the runner also is that once you go full positionals, if you go two witches at some point, once it's further developed, then you start to get a lot of more movement because then you have 7 players that are movement 7, but you also only have four linemen to stand in front, and you start to get into trouble protecting your AV7 players because that the runner's AV7 and the witches are AV7. So again, it's a trade-off. I'm not a fan of the runner, but he's gone with it. So and once it gets sure hands, block, dodge, pass, accurate, then it's fine. But that's a lot of fucking skills. So yeah, I probably prioritize first the apple, then the third reroll, and then go for the witches. Then we have Malkovian, who's playing Norse. For the mead. Berømte Vikinger, Notorious Vikings. And he's gone for the full positional build with Yeti, the 2 Ulfs, 2 Berserkers, and a bunch of linemen, 2 rerolls. How the fuck does he have 4 in Fan Factor? Has he bought 4 in Fan Factor? He's bought 4 in. Is that yeah? Fan Factor. Yeah, oh, sorry everyone, just need to just. Hello? Oh, yeah, it's not fair. Hey. Oh, just my wife telling me to wrap this up. I'm not sure why he went for the 4 in Fan Factor. I wouldn't have done that. I'd probably not spent the 4 and then just be 10 away from the apple, but you know, that's whatever. God, I fucking hate Norse. What do you prioritize here? You prioritize, well, the precision is. He doesn't have any runners. That's why he doesn't have any runners. I'd probably have taken 1 runner, to be honest, as the ball carrier, because who do you use carrying the ball here? But then again, okay, you need development on these guys, so maybe you carry on a berserker just to get them to probably mighty blow, piling on because they have jump up. So you just want mighty blow piling on because that synergizes with the jump up. And you just pile on every time because you don't want these guys standing because they're armor 7. So these are going to be everyone's favorite targets. So you just go mighty blow, piling on, and you just pile on every fucking thing you can pile on. And here you want mighty blow because that's claw. And once she gets mighty blow, then that becomes a problem for anyone that's armor 9. And the elves, they desperately just need block. I've seen a build where you go guard first, just to have some guard players, but these are just a liability without block, so you need block on these. So I think I go block here. So mighty blow, and from there on, it's shit. Piling on if you can get him there. Uh, block guard probably. Mighty blow, piling on the tackle, and these are just shitters. Then we have my team. I'm playing Suns. I draw one team. And first I draw vampires. I had the option to redraw them, and I did because I don't want to play vampires for 24 games. And I drew Suns, and that's great because I like Suns. And Suns are good right off the bat, and for 24 games they are still good. Once they run into 2,000 chaos, then with tackle and palm and shit, then you can have a problem. But even then, I probably built some team which is roll some doubles and guard on line one who can actually also kick chaos's ass at high team. So I named them More and More Music because that was the first CD I bought after I turned 13. I bought a stereo and I needed to buy a CD for my new stereo, and it was More and More Music. Back when the music was good. And because Suns are so fucking TV efficient, it's unbelievable. It's 3 rerolls an Apro. I've got 12 players, so I also have a bench, and it's still TV 1000. And 4 blodgers, a thrower, a catcher, and some line running. So Suns are low TV. It's just fucking cheating. They're all named after either someone who music, either an artist on the CD or a music number. So this is ABBA, Dancing Queen. This is maybe I'm not sure. The song that Happy Nation was a Swedish band. I can't remember. It's a bass, I think. Was it? Yeah, maybe. Vanessa Bloody. Stone into the Groove, Bananarama. This takes me back one more time. Oh, stick it out, right, said Fred. Yeah. Okay, in terms of development, the thrower goes sure hands. Sure hands, probably accurate, and after accurate, because then accurate makes the sure hands make sure that she can pick up the ball. It's a real shame she doesn't have sure hands to begin with. She has pass, but sure hands would be better. So sure hands, so she can pick up the ball. Accurate, so she can safely do a small short pass on a 2+ with a built-in reroll, because that will generate start play points for her after that. That will fairly quickly thereafter lead into block. So you may look at this and think, okay, it's block because then she's blodged, but no, it's sure hands, so she can pick up the fucking ball, and then it's accurate because that'll get her from 16 to 31 fairly quickly, because I'll be passing with her every game. And I'll be passing to the catcher probably because she has catch. You can re-roll that. The catcher goes block as the first skill, but what I'm really when you hit the jackpot is if the catcher gets agility. Basically, if you hit agility or strength on any one of these, you take it. If you hit movement on the thrower, which is also the ball carrier, then it's incredible. If you hit movement on the catcher, then it's also incredible. Movement on the blitzers it's okayish, but the blitzers have strength access, and I really want mighty blow guard, one killer. So one goes mighty blow, tackle, piling on, jump up if it's a double, and the 3 others go. Usually, if this was ladder, I'd go one killer that would mighty blow first, and then 3 would guard. But because this is a league and there's 24 games, I could actually be tempted to just I'll see who I'm playing first. If I'm playing bash teams, then I need the guard, but otherwise, I think it's just mighty blow down the line for the quick development, and then one that goes full bang, and the others go mighty blow, then guard, and then probably stand firm, because stand firm blodge is a thing. Um, the line woman, they go on a double, they go guard instantly. Otherwise, they go one or two goes DP, and the other ones go guard or wrestle. Yeah, that's basically it. You just need you really need to hit doubles on any of these, and it's just guard instantly because you just need guard, just more fucking guard. Next one up, we have the Forgotten Pharaohs, which is Lord Bingo. He's playing Kenry. 3 rerolls. That's a lot of. That's a weird name tag. That's weird. Oh, okay. 3 rerolls, 4 Tomb Guardians, 2 Throwers, 4 Skeletons, and only 1 Blitzra. I guess it's a trade off if you take the 1 Blitzra and lose a Thrower, then you need to go to 2 rerolls and not 3. So it's a trade off. I you can usually 3 dice with these guys because they're straight 5. I think I would have considered going 2 rerolls and having the second Blitzra, but instead of 2 throwers. But yes, it's a proper build, regardless of how you do it. I think this is a good build as well. These guys, well, in CCL, might go on 2, guard on 2, maybe guard on all 4 actually. And just go the Blitzra goes mighty blow. In this format with 24 games, I think I just go fucking mighty blow on everyone to begin with, and then guard. But everyone's choice. Both of the roll double, then it's blocked. These are just either guard or mighty blow. Tackle party on. These are block. And of course, a guilty. If you hit a guilty on one of these, then it's perfect. These are just DP shitters. Three final teams. We have it's Johansson, Claus, and the Missing Brains. It's Necro, 3 rerolls, 2 golems, a ghoul, 1 wolf, 2 whites, and some shit zombies. I think it's a solid build. I think I would have been tempted to drop 1 reroll and go 2 wolves to begin with because you need development with wolves. Everything here is just the wolves and the flesh colors and the whites. Fuck the ghouls. You need a ghoul ball carrier and that's fine, but scoring on ghouls is not a problem. You need start grade points on wolves, you need start grade points on golems badly, and on the whites. And once these get blocked, they become reliable. Once they get guard, they become useful. So block guard usually. And this is just praying you hit a double because then it's mighty blow all the way every time. And this is probably guard on one, mighty blow on the other. And these are just DP zombies, just fouling the shit out of everyone. Necro's a strong team. Next up we have Yuskor, Rush Mountain Slayers. I beat Yuskor in the final where I was playing dwarves. And he drew dwarves, never forgive, never forget. He's coming for blood. I know he is. And he's gone 3 rerolls, no echo, and the full positional build. So 2 Slayers, 2 Blitzers, 2 Runners, and 5 Longbeards. And of course, me playing Amazons, this is good news because instead of facing a min-maxed shit team with in CCL, I've played wars with 1 runner and 10 Longbeards. That's min-maxed, and that's just fucking not obnoxious. This only has below 50% of this team has tackle, which is good from some perspective, but I think it's a strong build. I probably would only go one Slayer, but I know this score. He's a surfing man. He likes to surf, and he did actually say something about maybe going frenzy on even more of these guys. So this we could build this into a real team with a lot of frenzy. But otherwise, if he wants to build it efficiently, he just goes, block, praise for movement or change your strength on the runners. And everyone else is just guard, mighty blow. Guard, mighty blow, guard, mighty blow. Maybe the Slayer score mighty blow piling on tackle. But other than that, it's just guard, mighty blow because it's fucking gross. Disgusting. And last but not least, we have Bobcat Brigade. Wild Rock Nighty Nights. Bobcat Brigade was a late entry. He's new to the league. My buddy Lars recruited him. He said he played him on tabletop and he was a good guy. So that's good. Unfortunately for him, he's playing Bretonians, and Bretonians are good shit. They can be fun if they don't implode, but they can also implode, and that's not fun. He's gone for 3 rerolls on Apple. The positional ordering is a bit wonky here. He's got the blitzers down here and the lineman up here, and maybe he really likes his lineman. Usually I take my favorite players on top, but he has them here. So go lineman, very, very socially active here. And what does he needs to do? He needs to stay alive, which can actually be a problem for Bretonians, because especially these guys, because they're 87 and they're just shit. The blockers, if this had been Blood Bowl 3, they would have been had stand firm as well. And that actually made them a lot better. But they do have strength access, so usually these go guard. Maybe we build 1 into a killer because the blitzers don't have strength access. They need to double strength access. But they do have agility access, so usually the blitzers go dodge as their first skill, and then where you go from there is just depending on what you roll. If you roll normals, then it could be sidestep. If you roll doubles, then it's probably mighty blow or guard. Probably mighty blow if you don't have a killer down there. So you can build one of your blitzers into a killer. These guys just guard the moment. So it'll be fun to see how if he usually only plays tabletop, he needs to remember that this is a league where you play 24 games, and basically you only spend the doctor on firms. Other than that, you just eat it because it's all about team development and not so much about winning, at least not until it gets tight and you need to make sure you qualify for playoffs. But team development is more important, and you need to put points on the blitzers and the blockers, and hope that these guys don't steal the MVPs, because these are good for fouling and basically nothing else. It just serves. So that's the teams. I think everyone's in. So we just need an admin to set it up and start the league, and we're off. You can see who I get to troll first as Amazonics. I'll try to see if I can get a game of the weekend each week, but no promises. The 14 team. Will there be 14 team? Because he's putting in an AI. We're putting in an AI, so it's actually not 24 games, it's 26 games. 26 games, shit. That's not good, because that means that this team gets 26 games. We really don't want that. And this also gets 26 games. And this shit also gets 26 games. I think I would have been happier as Amazon's just playing 20 games here. But it is what it is. We'll just have to beat the shit out of them anyway. And that was Cool signing off, and I'll see you for the first round for the Game of the Week. Bye now.